Coach Conley here with Oak Hill Basketball here for part 3 of our 3-part passing series. This part 3 is not going to be a whole lot of demonstration because I want you as the player to be creative. Remember in part 2 we talked about the best passers are the most effective and efficient at being creative. We want you as a player to exercise that creativity in your own right today in part 3. Let's get into it. Alright, so just like in parts 1 and 2, we're going to be using the wall over here. So I've got my 3 X's again. These are your targets. This is where you aim small, miss small in part 3. What's different about part 3 is in the first 2 segments, we were always stationary. Right? But in a game, you're not always going to be stationary. You're going to be on the move. You're going to be in transition. You might be coming off a ball screen as a ball handler. You're going to be on the move. Secondly, you're probably going to have a defender in front of you. So you've got to be creative, and this is where ball handling comes into play. So we're going to exercise some ball handling drills coupled with passing. We're going to also exercise some on-the-move passing scenarios as well. I'll give you guys a few different ideas, and then I want you all to build off of that. Use your own minds and your own intelligence to create a workout that's specific to you. Alright, so now I'm at half court. We're going to simulate a transition pass. So what we're going to be using is a push-out dribble, just alternating hands back and forth. That's the quickest way to get down the floor if you're handling the ball. So we'll rep that first, and you can go into your pass, a 2-hand chest pass, bounce pass, one hand. You decide what you want to do. You can do it off of a jump stop, or you can do it just straight into the pass. I'll show you a couple of variations. You decide what you want to do with it. Okay, now we want to simulate you're in transition. Maybe a defender slides over. You've got to make a quick move to deliver the pass. I'll show you some variations of that. You be the judge. We can also do some ball handling drills into a pass, sort of separating seeing from doing as far as ball handling goes. If you're going to be an effective passer, you have to be a good ball handler. So we'll throw in a ball handling move, a couple of drills, we'll go into our pass. You can mix it up. Chest pass, bounce pass, one hand, twist pass. You want to go behind the back, you want to do a hook. It's all up to you. I'll show you different variations. Alright, so there's a couple of simulations for you guys. Again, it's up to you to figure out what works for you. I would recommend simulating coming down in transition. Simulate coming off a ball screen and delivering a pass. Simulate breaking down your defender and getting into a pass. Do all of those things. You have to be creative, especially now more than ever, due to the pandemic. That's part 3 of our 3-part passing series. I showed you a few variations of what you can do with this drill, but you guys have a ton of different ideas that you can implement. If you've got 2 balls, use 2 balls. If you have a tennis ball, try and figure out a way to implement a tennis ball into your passing workout. Figure out different things to get better and to challenge yourself. Be creative, get reps in.